Welcome to this explainer. Today we're diving into a masterclass on transforming Shilajit, that notoriously intense, potent resin, into highly functional and honestly really delicious daily beverages. We're going to take the mystery out of this ancient substance and show you exactly how to use it right.
Look, let's just address the elephant in the room right off the bat. Shilajit has a reputation. As this quote perfectly captures, its flavor profile is overwhelmingly earthy, smoky, and slightly bitter. And honestly, for some folks, that's putting it mildly. But instead of just trying to aggressively mask that intense taste, today we're going to act like true alchemists. We're going to deliberately pair it with ingredients that not only balance out its strong profile, but actually work synergistically to boost your body's nutrient absorption. So here's our menu for today's explainer. We'll quickly cover the Shilajit flavor profile and the golden temperature rule before getting into warm morning energy blends, healing and recovery teas, a really cool cold smoothie hack, and finally wrapping it all up with a summary matrix. Okay, let's dive right into section 1, the Shilajit flavor profile. Before we can start mixing up our potions, we've got to understand our raw material. Notice the sheer precision of the dose here, 200 to 500 milligrams. That's your standard baseline serving of high-quality pure resin. To give you a clear visual anchor, that's roughly a pea-sized portion. Seriously, that's it. You absolutely don't need a massive scoop. Just a tiny pea-sized drop contains all the active compounds you're going to need. Moving right along to section 2, the golden temperature rule. Now, listen closely because if you take away only one fundamental lesson today, let it be this. 70 degrees Celsius, that is your absolute maximum temperature limit. You must strictly forbid any direct boiling of the resin and absolutely never, ever put it in the microwave. The liquids you mix it into should be comfortably warm to the touch, but never actually boiling hot. So why does this specific temperature threshold matter so much? Well, because we have to protect the fulvic and humic acids. Excessive direct heat will physically denature these super delicate molecular structures. And these specific acids are exactly what makes Shilajit so biologically beneficial in the first place, since they allow your body to transport minerals right into your cells. Keeping the heat down literally preserves the magic.
All right, on to section 3, warm morning energy blends.
This is the very first category of our menu, featuring 2 distinct, powerful elixirs designed specifically to either replace or beautifully enhance your morning caffeine ritual. First up is a true classic, the Vedic morning elixir. This is the traditional Ayurvedic way to consume Shilajit, and it's best for sustained morning energy and cellular hydration. You just take 1 cup of gently warmed milk. A2 cow's milk, almond, or coconut work wonderfully here. Add your pea-sized resin and stir. Now, once it cools just a bit, you stir in half a teaspoon of raw honey and a pinch of cardamom. It's vital, by the way, to wait until it cools slightly so you don't destroy the honey's raw enzymes. What's brilliant about this one is that the healthy fats present in the milk act as a vehicle. They actively help transport the bioactive fulvic acid and minerals much deeper into your tissues. For our second morning option, we've got the Adaptogenic not coffee mocha. If you're trying to cut back on caffeine but still desperately crave that rich, dark morning ritual beverage, this is your absolute perfect substitute. It gives you incredible mental clarity and focus without any of those terrible jitters. You just blitz hot water or warm nut milk with raw cacao, ashwagandha, and some heavy coconut cream or butter until it's nice and frothy. Then you stir in your Shilajit. Notice how Shilajit's natural earthiness actually blends seamlessly into the complex bitterness of the antioxidant-loaded raw cacao. It genuinely tastes like a sophisticated mocha. Next up is section 4, healing and recovery teas. We're moving into our next category of potions, and these are specifically tailored for your post-workout recovery phase and some afternoon immunity boosting. And this brilliantly illustrates the scientific foundation behind our next recipe. We're actually combining 2 distinct functional mechanics here. On one side, black pepper's active compound, piperine, significantly increases the bioavailability of turmeric. And on the other side, Shilajit provides an incredibly dense mineral foundation. When you bring these 2 forces together, you get a deeply synergistic healing response. That synergy is exactly what powers our spiced golden milk. This recipe is going to be your absolute best friend for post-workout recovery and joint comfort. You'll whisk turmeric, ginger, black pepper, and a teaspoon of coconut oil or ghee into warm milk. Now listen closely. That coconut oil or ghee is absolutely essential for your body to actually absorb the turmeric.
You heat that spice mixture first, pull it off the stove to let it cool down to a safe, drinkable temperature, and then, and only then, you dissolve your Shilajit into it. Now, if you prefer to skip the fats entirely, check out the herbal Rooibos and ginger warm-up. This is a completely dairy-free option that's just perfect for immune support and a gentle afternoon revitalization. You simply steep hot Rooibos or Tulsi tea with fresh ginger slices. Let it cool slightly to protect our compounds, of course, and then stir in your Shilajit, a squeeze of lemon juice, and some raw honey. A clean, high antioxidant herbal tea acts as an incredibly vibrant base that beautifully carries the smoky notes of the resin. Let's jump to Section 5, the cold smoothie hack. So here's a fascinating plot twist for your warm weather routine, the high mineral green smoothie boost. Literally everything we've done so far has been warm, but what if you want to utilize Shilajit right after a hot summer run? This blend is unmatched for heavy-duty nutrient replenishment and daily detox support. We're talking a base of water or coconut water, fresh greens, frozen banana, frozen berries or pineapple, and some seeds. The real magic trick of this recipe is that the naturally sweet, sharp flavors of the frozen banana and the citrus fruits do an excellent job of completely masking the earthy mineral taste of the Shilajit. But there is a tiny logistical catch when working with cold temperatures. So the crucial point is this two-step workaround. Because raw resin absolutely will not dissolve easily in cold liquids. It'll actually just stick stubbornly to your blender blades. You have to prep it. Step 1. Melt your pea-sized Shilajit portion into just 2 tablespoons of warm water first in a small glass. Step 2. Simply pour that resulting dark, mineral-rich liquid right into the blender along with all your other cold ingredients, and blend the whole shebang. It's a really easy hack that'll save you a ton of frustration. Finally, we have arrived at Section 6, the summary matrix. We've covered a lot of culinary alchemy today, so here's your highly screenshotable recap. Take a look at how elegantly this all breaks down. Each alchemical combination directly aligns with a very targeted biological benefit. Need sustained energy? Well, the warm milk base of the Vedic Elixir is your transport system. Chasing mental clarity? The hot water and raw cacao of the Mocha is your answer. For post-workout recovery, you're going to lean on the fats in the spiced golden milk. Afternoon immune support perfectly utilizes the clean herbal tea base. And for pure heavy-duty nutrient replenishment, just use the cold water green smoothie hack. It's literally a complete wellness toolkit. Which brings us to the final thought I want to leave you with today. Energy, recovery, or focus? Which alchemical blend are you going to brew tomorrow? Now that you're totally armed with the golden temperature rule and the science of strategic ingredient pairing, you're fully equipped to transform this potent ancient resin into a daily masterpiece. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and happy brewing!